A leaked phone call, recording of the phone call has been in circulation in social media for the last few days. The phone call allegedly involves Janel Dinkel. Uh, Janel Dinkel led TDF during TDF's 2020 offensive on southern Tigray. Back then, southern Tigray was under the control of ENDF and Amhara forces, Amhara militias. The general can be heard talking about TPF. So, what is his assessment? Because he knows this region very well. He led PDF fighters here. What did he say about TPF in this leaked call? Secondly, Ethiopia is interested in reviving a corridor project with a neighboring country. But the neighboring country does not have the resources to implement the project reportedly. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Let's start with the news story about Ethiopian efforts to revive a corridor project with a neighboring country. Neighboring country is South Sudan. Ahmed Shide, Ethiopian finance minister, is holding talks in South Sudan. He delivered a special message from Ethiopian PM to Salva Kiir, South Sudan's president. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia representatives are also part of Ahmed Shide's delegation holding talks with South Sudan's financial institutions. Why is Ahmed Shide visiting South Sudan? Well, South Sudan, we know, has been exporting uh, fuel through Sudan, and Sudanese civil war disrupted South Sudan's fuel supplies, fuel exports. South Sudan has been interested in the past to explore ports in other countries so that it does not remain reliant on one port only, and that is Port Sudan. Years ago, Ethiopia, South Sudan considered joint corridor projects. Ethiopia invited South Sudan to connect with Kenya or Djibouti, to use Kenyan or Djibouti ports. Ethiopia offered loans to South Sudan's government to build the infrastructure to connect South Sudan with ports in Kenya or Djibouti passing through Ethiopia. That is why CB representatives are in South Sudan. So CB, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, is ready to give loans to South Sudan's institutions if they build roads, other infrastructure projects to connect South Sudan with Djibouti or Kenya, mainly with Djibouti. If it happens, Ethiopia will get transit fee. This is what Ethiopia wants. It's going to be a long-term, sustainable source of income for Ethiopia if South Sudan starts using Kenyan or Djibouti ports through Ethiopia. Let's see. Ahmed Shide making offers to Salva Kiir. Will Salva Kiir accept the offers? Ethiopia has been saying that South Sudan can take loans from Ethiopian government, and once the corridor is operational and South Sudan starts using corridor, then it can pay back the loans. Secondly, viewers, a leaked phone call of Janel Dinkel has been in circulation in social media. Who is Janel Dinkel? Abrahatisfa is his name, I think, a real name. What his nickname is Janel Denkel. Every Janel, everyone has a nickname in Tigray, by the way. Uh, Janel Denkel knows Raya very well, knows southern Tigray very well, because I remember during 2021 counter-offensive by TDF to take back southern Tigray, he led the offensive. It was launched, I think, in July 2021, and Tigray fighters led by General Denkel successfully retook southern Tigray. Though they lost southern Tigray then in 2022, when Amhara forces in ENDF launched an offensive to retake southern Tigray. Overheard testify, General Denkel knows the area very well. Leaked phone call is between General Dinkel and another man. General Dinkel can be heard talking about Vedi Raya and other TPF fighters, TPF commanders. What is his assessment about TPF? According to him, TPF are disorganized, small in number, useless, insignificant. This is what his assessment is as a general, that TPF are not a threat to Tigray military. But he is proposing strict action against TPF. Are TPF really small in number, insignificant, disorganized, useless? Well, this is what TPLF, Tigray military commanders, say. They've been saying that for the last few months. But TPF still there. Big names joining TPF. TPF could not be dismantled. So TPF there. TPF has not been able to carry out any major attacks in Tigray. They have not been able to create any impression in Tigray, but they are there. But importantly, this is not the first phone call leaked from Tigray. We saw similar phone calls leaked in Tigray recently, in Amhara too. Who is recording phone conversations? Which agency has the capability? Or internally, phone calls are being recorded and leaked. Either people record phone calls when they make phone calls, and then by mistake or by plan, such calls are leaked. Or Ethiopian cyber security agency and Ethiopian intelligence agency, NIS and INSA, are involved in recording phone calls. I think Ethiopian intelligence agency, NIS and INSA, they have been recording phone conversations between Fano commanders, Tigray commanders, and other key people in Ethiopia. Opposition politicians are also kept under surveillance. This is what Ethiopian intelligence agency is tasked with by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia reportedly. So Tigrayan TDF military commanders need to be very careful that whatever they're discussing, it is reaching Addis Ababa. Whatever these military commanders are talking about Eritrea or talking to Eritrea, that is also being recorded. They are military commanders. They know how to be safe, how to keep their conversations secure. But in recent years, Ethiopian intelligence agency has upgraded its capabilities. And in Amhara region too, we saw similar call recordings between Fano commanders. And such leaked call recordings damaged internal unity in. Thanks for watching. Watch the recorded leaked phone call between General Dinkel and another man talking about TPF, Vedi Raya, and other TPF. Thank you for watching.
Hello. مسجدنا تولى في حرام ريت أكل. من؟ خاصاي الحمد لله. ها؟ خاصاي. باينة. واه. إنت نرى ناس توفيقا هاي درجنا تولى نرك. أيه. ويا. ما حد ينتهيده. تاجر. ما حد كيده. أيدو. إيه. لا. هاوريدو أنت. لا توتنو. يوتنو كيمر لهم. أرخصكم كوي. كاوزي دي خيدو كاوغزو. كاوزي طفي خيدو. أزري. أزوا بفتحهم مستفتحة. تأثير نيردي. وا يا تشناتي وا أقاوم كارافة هم كاكدي. بدو كوي. محودي مارس كوي فإن أنا برت رؤوس سيشرحن. تعودوا. ما نقدر دايا دار قال لي فعودين. أو خيد سرعي. وا. أتي الله خير بات تحيفه بصر. ها؟ أتي الله خير تحيفه. أنا عفارت حشو ولا أخي بركة قاضي فت. ما يا ولا. ناي سفري خير. نايم. ناي درو. هاي درجة بقى يورد راي أصلا مخانة ممكن حد يقوم ده بليل. ها؟ بدرايا مخانة إيش ممكن حد يقوم ده بالسفينة. ما زي هذا زي بنتها. ها؟ وحدات كم كريم زي هذا. تعذري ولا تعذري يوم كان هذا هاي زي. سر الشجرة ما زن يقول خافيلهم كوي. زلوا مصراري جم فيلم تزخدو. نسوق كوي قاري خالي كوينا. ناسنا مقارنة خالي تقول تلجم تزخدو. لا الله يوم سبحان. الرأي شيء.